Welcome back once again. Our nightly roundup of the vehicles. Got a very full moon there at the moment, nice and bright. Let's see where there. Oh, yes, that is open. And the other thing is, where is my car keys? I also have with me, which you won't be able to see right at the moment, a sheet of paper with all the measurements on, I hope, for the panel cut down exercise. So there we have, hopefully, all of the sizes I can use tomorrow for the cutting. And still can't find my other car keys. That's a bit of a worry. Anyway, what I did in my efforts was I took the saw and popped it onto a panel which will be the same size as the sub base or base that it will be sitting on, and I drew the outline of the base of the saw itself onto here. Took a photo of it with a tape measure on it, took it into the SketchUp program, and then scaled it. So that way I could actually create the shape reasonably accurately for this and have it in the actual drawings pretty much to scale. Now, I had a measurement of, I'm not too certain, I wrote it down on my builder's notebook, which was 576. That's per the scale. And here it's showing 570 there or thereabouts. Can't easily measure it off of the saw itself, but it'll have to be close, wouldn't it? After all. So I'm within a few mils of the actual size. And that's a good way of being able to do things, is to, as I say, you just simply put your tape measure there, and as you take a photo as much as plumb, as vertical as possible, you keep your scale and orientation, etc. And then you can take it into your SketchUp program, and there's a facility where you can scale to this measurement. You draw a line on it, it will come up with its measurement, but then you type in the one that you want and it rescales it. So those that have used SketchUp will know exactly what I'm talking about. Probably be able to describe it or explain it a lot clearer than I just did, but it's really good to have that, and it gives you a bit better orientation in the drawings themselves. So that's what I've done there. I will also probably make a pattern up of this part of the saw as well, possibly. What is this here? I did have a diameter for this of 250, or radius of 250, but that is definitely not a 500 diameter radius there, so I don't know what the heck I've done there. Oh, the diameter that I'm showing, or the thing would be this part here, not this. So that makes sense. Whew. That had me worried. So if that's 460, and I said it was about 500, I'd really want another 20 mils. Not really. It wasn't supposed to be a faithful reproduction of it, but it was there so I could just align my the knobs that I'm going to be making here, and I'm expanding it or extending the size of it from 700 to 720, and that's what these hatch marks represent, is the extra bits of the top that I'm going to cut back. As I said in an earlier video, there will be a gap between the body of the saw and the bench, where at the moment it is actually quite tight. But the way I'm fixing it in place, that's not going to be an impediment to its use. There might be small stuff that drops down, but then so too is it easy to blow it out. So that's good. Okay, so I've got the measurements ready to go. Starting to finalise all the little detaily things there. Could be all go in the next couple of days. Oh, yes, just a bit of an update. I rang the company where I purchased my sander from, the one that should be sitting there, and they have actually had a look at it, but they're waiting to find if they can get a new motor, I think, or parts, something, because they said the shaft snapped, which is just beggars belief, because it's like a 3/4 inch solid steel shaft that goes through the motor, as is often the way with motors. They've got a solid shaft going through it, connecting the disc end of it and the drum, the belt end of it, and for it to snap, they said it's a clean break. And I thought, well, I know what use it's been put to, or not. It hasn't been abused or anything. So, in fact, it's had pretty light work it's been used for. So, yeah, that's strange. So, hopefully, I do get it repaired soon. They don't always have stock in New Zealand, which is always one of those problems when you're buying a tool like this. It's not like you can just go to the local grocery store and they've got the shelf, with 100 of them sitting on there, engineering type tool. Yeah, don't have lots of them just sitting on the shelf ready for retail customers to come past. Anyway, that was the update there. Quite surprised at that. So were they. We were having a bit of a joke about it. I did ask that if they could supply me with the broken shaft, because I'd like to make a video of it. And as I said, they're a great company. I've already bought quite a bit from them, and I'm going to be buying more. They didn't know that. I didn't tell them that. But they're a good company, and the tools are in the medium to upper end of the range of products. So they're not cheap, or some of them aren't cheap. Some of them are quite different. So they've got quite a good range. So and as I say, I'm going to be buying more. That's where I've got my my thicknesser from. So I hope that doesn't break down, because that's flaming heavy, that thing. Anyway, don't know when that's going to be done. So when it does, I can get back onto building the 345 method of making the bench dogs, using the bolts and threaded rods, etc. So yeah, it was that. What else? Any updates on the design of the mitre station here? Don't really think so. No, that seems to be about it. I want to get this done and dusted, start assembling it. I can then start reorientating this stuff around. I can pop the workbench back into its proper place. That trolley, or the tool trolley, that can go back in underneath there, so that'll give me more space here, etc. So yeah, that'll be nice. I might have to find a place for those to live temporarily. Where that will be, I'm not too sure. But yeah, tidy it up, then I can get back into here and start cutting up the panels tomorrow. Rightio, that's the theory anyway. And with that, I'll bid you good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye now. Well, no, actually, bye now. Sorry about that.